What's up, guys? Julien Guiteau here, and I'm super thankful because today we're on a brand new episode of Chillin With Julien, episode 8, the quarantine edition. Our mission is interviewing inspiring individuals to inspire others. Today we have a friend of mine, singer, songwriter, musician, Seth Witcher in the building.
What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm Seth, and if you want to find me, if you want to listen to my music, if you want to see what's up with me, just Google me. You can type my name in on Google, you'll find me. That's Seth Witcher, SETHWITCHER. This is episode 8 of Chillin With Julien, the quarantine edition. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What's up, Seth? How you doing today?
I'm amazing, man. Just happy to be here. I actually just got out of a neighborhood performance. So during the quarantine, I've been performing for the neighborhood. At first, I was kind of wary of doing it. I wasn't sure if I should because I didn't know if I'd upset the neighbors, with the noise. But they love it. So, people were chilling out on their front lawns, and I got to just play for them. It was awesome.
That's amazing, especially during this pandemic. Hope everybody's safe and healthy out there. Things kind of have changed a lot. We're virtual this time, and it's interesting to how we met. I was a year out of college and going to my school to speak to students at a class and just catch up with friends. And prior to going, I reached out to a friend of mine. Shout out Emma Fiend. She's a TV film major, and we're just gonna hang out. And she said meet her in the TV film studio, and I go to the TV film studio, and there she is doing a photo shoot, and you're the subject, and that was super cool. She introduced us, and I think it was just a mutual respect from there, learning a lot about what you do. We followed each other on socials, and then after those days, months, weeks, we kind of just supported each other along the way, and it was just super authentic. So now that we have a chance to really collaborate on something, I'm just grateful.
Yeah, man, me too. And it's pretty crazy how it happened. I was actually working with Emma for a photo shoot for a single that I was actually working on. And I actually went to high school with Emma, so we already had this kind of previous connection. And it just worked out where one day, it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. We just went, we met up at, her college, and she started taking pictures of me, and she started talking to me about this really awesome dude who has a podcast, and he's all over New York, and he's got t-shirts and he interviews all these random people. And she said that you were gonna show up, so I met you that day, and first impressions, man, you're just a really laid back, chill dude. And I could tell that you're really driven. You seem like you really you're really doing big things, and that inspired me. Just just to be able to meet somebody, you don't know too much about them, but they just have an air of what do you call it? Determination. You're driven, and I like that.
Well, I appreciate you, man. That's all mutual, and I've seen that in you. You have that drive, that determination. You know what you want, and I think individuals like that just click. So I'm grateful. Let's begin.
Let's get this. Let's do it.
Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I was born in Allentown, and I've kind of always lived in this area. I've gone from Whitehall to Berks County. But I've always kind of been in the Allentown area, kind of within a 15-mile radius of Allentown.
I'm familiar. It's a beautiful spot, and definitely some good memories there.
I agree.
How long have you been doing music, and how did you get started in the first place?
I've been doing music now. It's been a while, man. I mean, I started playing piano when I was 6. And then quickly after that, I started playing guitar, and I just fell in love with it. I've been singing on and off since then, but I've always kind of played guitar. In high school, I was known as the guy who would play guitar in the hallways.
Okay.
So in the morning before classes, I would always just play guitar in the hallways. I wouldn't sing. I was embarrassed to sing, I was made fun of for singing when I was younger, and I took it to heart, so I didn't sing. But during that time when I was kind of, growing, when I was growing as a person and learning to accept myself and my voice and everything, I would just sing in the hall, not sing, I would just play in the hallway, And, my high school was pretty big. I went to Parkland High School. So we had about maybe 3,000 students that would attend at the time I went. So just imagine the hallways are packed, and just people are just trying to get to their class, or they're just chilling, whatever, talking to friends. And you see this kid just playing guitar in the hallway, just like leaned up against the wall playing guitar. Actually, that, like, people still remember me for that today. It's pretty crazy.
Explain how important it is to stay focused on your craft if you have a super big dream.
Yeah, it's really important, man. There's been times when, dude, like, for me, I know for a fact I would not be where I am. I would not have done what I've done if I didn't keep my nose to the grindstone, or however they say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's pretty bad though. Like, literally, it's hard for me to chill with friends. It's hard for me to hang out because I know that, like, I compare myself to myself, and it's like, if I'm taking time to hang out with my friends, or to, I don't know, for instance, just go to a restaurant or go on vacation, what else could I be doing in that time? And for me, it actually got pretty unhealthy, where, like, I'd be on vacation and I'd be working on beats, and I wouldn't really be able to enjoy, the amusement park or the beach or whatever, because I was thinking in my mind, like, I don't have a lot of time. I want to be where I want to be as fast as I can. And so, I've kind of learned how to have a balance. So for me, what's more important is not being determined and staying determined, because that for me is like second nature. Because, like I said, like, music is my dream. Music is me, So for me, it's more how to rest. How to give yourself enough time to recharge and hit the ground running. As far as it's very important to stay determined.
How important is optimism for you?
It's like my bread and butter. Like, you have to be optimistic. You just have to be. If I was pessimistic, I would not be doing what I'm doing today. I would still be at that job right now. But for me, it's just like, asking me if optimism is important is like asking me if having a dream or a goal is important. Like, for me, it's the same thing. Believing in something that maybe you don't see in front of you, or choosing to only see that thing when all hell is breaking loose around you. So for me, it's like breathing. Like, optimism is literally me, and like, sometimes, a lot of times, I feel negativity, but that's when I need to just take a step back and just kind of look at the big picture, look at what I want, look at where I am, and just, like I said, just take those steps. Close your eyes and take those steps.
I appreciate you bringing that up, because a lot of people, they go to those states, of they're in negative experiences, and that could only make their emotions negative, and it just snowballs from there. But like you said, stepping back, pausing, deep breaths, and really, like, seeing the big picture of, like, okay, I'm here right now, but I know I want to be there. Let me think in this sense of, let me stay positive during this, because when I get there, I'm going to be glad that I got through it, So thank you for sharing that. It could help so many people.
Problem,
What are some challenges you face being a Black artist in the genre, and what's the importance of breaking those barriers to fight for what you really love?
Well, I mean, obviously racism is a thing. So, I have experienced a lot of racism as an artist, and also before I was an artist, just being an African American and America. That's just what you deal with. Some of the things I've gone through, for instance, like at a Christmas party, I was just singing, classic Christmas songs. It's a Christmas party. I'm in a ballroom, people are dancing, stuff like that. and then somebody comes up to me and asks me to sing Wiz Khalifa. You know, like stuff like that. It's annoying. It's annoying. I don't take it, you know. It's funny. It's annoying, but those are things that I go through. A lot of times people, they think they can take advantage of me. You know, so you just got to be aware. You have to know that 9 times out of 10, people don't have your best interest at heart. And that was hard for me to learn because when I was younger, I was homeschooled. So I really didn't interact a lot with the outside world. My parents were both from New Jersey. And, you know, they had kind of like rough childhoods in a way. So they didn't want me to experience that. So I was homeschooled and I lived in Pennsylvania. They kind of sheltered me in a way, which I'm grateful for because I am more mature than a lot of people my age, because I've had a lot of time to learn from them. But kind of starting out, getting into, you know, reality, it was a little bit of a challenge for me because I had to learn that people aren't just nice, you know. People usually, if they want to help you, it's because they want to get something from you. They want to use you in some way. So, you know, I've experienced a lot of that. But it's just, honestly, if you do experience that as an artist or as a person, don't be ashamed that you fall down, you know. It all that matters is that you stand back up. Don't stay down. Just stand back up, you know. And you take it, you learn, keep going, because the world needs you, you know. Like, the world needs you, so keep going.
So, what are some of the coolest places that your music has taken you?
Okay, coolest places. Music Fest. I got to perform at Music Fest. It's crazy how it happened, man. But literally, I went from kind of like a nobody to performing 4 times at Music Fest, which is like one of the largest music festivals in the country. And that was in like my first year. Basically like my first year, going up into 2 years of performing. So yeah, that was crazy. Also, Spotlight Under the L. I mean, I was on TV, Fox 29, the Q show. I was on that.
Saw that.
69 News, WFMZ had me on. Not only just playing in Weiss, but I actually went to the station and performed for them.
Wow.
The Lehigh Valley Music Awards. It's basically like the Grammys for the Lehigh Valley. And pretty much all the big musicians, the musicians that are doing things in the Lehigh Valley, who have been around here for like 10, 20, 30 years performing, that's like the award show that, you know, they are nominated in and stuff like that. And I was asked to sing the national anthem in a music award show. Like that, for me, that's crazy. Because I think, you know, if you want to have somebody sing the national anthem, you have the best of the best sing the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they had me perform it on a guitar that I built, it's just crazy, man. Like I say a lot of times my life is a movie, and for real, that was a moment. It was like, yeah, this is awesome. I don't know, man, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more, but yeah, overall, I'm very grateful, and you know, I wouldn't be here for sure, like without God. I'm grateful that He helps me and He's with me, but also just like the determination that I have to keep going, the drive. If I didn't have that, then I wouldn't be where I am for sure.
That's pretty cool. All those places, understanding like how significant they are to you, I think that's super cool, and you know, it's that consistency of like really going hard at what you love, and it takes you places. You're in those spots where you're like, I gotta remember this, like, you know, you soak that in, and
oh, dude, hey man, you said that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but now I gotta say it, dude. I remember my first year performing.
Yeah,
my very first year. I went to Music Fest for the first time. And I remember I walked into this tent. The tent seats maybe like 500 people.
Yeah.
And there was a band playing on stage. And I was like, I told myself and I told my girlfriend at the time, I said, I'm going to be on that stage. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to be on that stage. Bro, tell me how Tell me how the next year, basically the next year, I'm on that stage, the very same stage.
Oh my God.
Performing in front of like 300 people.
Yeah.
Like at Music Fest, man. And like all this stuff has happened like within 2 years. 2 years. All this stuff has happened within 2 years. I don't really have music out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I have like 3 songs. And this stuff happened. You know, like
you spoke it into existence. You were envisioning yourself right there doing those things, and now you're there 4 times. And I think that's so cool, and how it's so important that you uttered those words, because it came true. So keeping that faith, keeping God first, and just really knowing what you're capable of can really take you those cool places. And I appreciate you sharing
100%.
that. All right. Well, that concludes Chillin' With Julien episode 8 with Seth Witcher. I want to thank you, Seth, for coming on to Chillin' With Julien episode 8, quarantine edition. Although we're quarantined, we're still like putting out the things we want to do, still doing what we love, still giving inspiration. And I think that's the big reason that I wanted to have you on, because I feel you can inspire so many people, and learning about your story is just super unique, so different, so diverse. And at the end of Chillin' With Julien episodes, we like to have our guests share their craft, share their art. Would you be so kind to play a song for us?
Sure. I'd love to do that.
And let's get to it. What songs will you be performing for us today?
Awesome. Well, I'm going to start out with A Game of Love. That's one of my originals. It's one of my older songs, and the inspiration is Ed Sheeran. And then I'm going to end out with Marionette. So, hope you enjoy. Again, this is A Game of Love. Love's got me tied with my hands to my back, and my love's got me tied with my hands to my back. Love's got me tied with my hands to my back, and my love's got me tied with my hands to my back. Yeah, I am to blame. I treated love like a game. No name for it, don't even know your name, but you got me begging. Said I'm begging. Forget about me, you different too. Met you last night, thought it was something to do. Thought we could spend some time so we could spend more time. Maybe later we could hit it at your place or mine. Fast forward to the next day, trying to leave but you wanted to stay. Thought it made sense, we were gonna be just friends. Nothing more, nothing less, just a few benefits. I am to blame. I treated love like a game. Now my Lord, don't even know your name. You got me begging. Said I'm begging. Forget about the wine, forget about her skin, forget about the way she delicately held your hand. Every girl you know is the same. You fall, you think they fall, but they stand grinning. How can you fall and stand at the same time? Bodies touching, her tracing your hands on mine. Gonna let my mind go. Hope I don't regret it tomorrow. I am to blame. I treated love like a game. Now, big Lord, don't even know your name. You got me begging. Said I'm begging. Said my love's gonna be tied with my hands to my back, and my love's gonna be tied, yeah. Love's gonna be tied with my hands to my back, and my love's gonna be tied, yeah. Love's gonna be tied with my hands to my back, and my love's gonna be tied, yeah. Love's gonna be tied with my hands to my back, and my love's gonna be tied, yeah. I am to blame. I treated love like a game. Now, my Lord, don't even know your name. You got me begging.
Seth Witcher in the building. That song is super dope. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, man. So that's A Game of Love. And the next song I'm going to sing is Marionette. So this is my latest single. If you like it, well, first off, I gotta say, this is the Chillin With Julien exclusive. You're getting the acoustic version from me. So if you like it, feel free to check out the studio version. Yeah, man. So feel free to check out the studio version. And with the studio version, I actually produced the beats and everything. So yeah, that's it. So hope you enjoy. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Watch me dance, I know you'll smile then. Gather all around, yeah. Watch this puppet man. Bet you can't hear me cry. Tears fall down inside. Marionettes cry. Just look into their eyes. Watch me dance, I know you'll smile then. Gather all around, yeah. Watch this puppet man. Bet you can't hear me cry. Tears fall down inside, yeah. Marionettes cry. Just look into their eyes. My life is controlled by a string. Hands hold it tight, can't break free. The slightest movement moves me. This life is a circus, save me. I can't give up, the show must go on, but I've had enough. These voices around me sound sure enough, but they don't know anything, yeah, they're so wrong. You don't know a thing, still I'm lifted up. Somehow I'll cut these strings, take my life and run. Watch me dance, I know you'll smile then. Yeah, gather all around, yeah. Watch this puppet man. Bet you can't hear me cry. Tears fall down inside, yeah. Marionettes cry. Just look into their eyes. Watch me dance, I know you'll smile then. Yeah, gather all around, yeah. Watch this puppet man. Bet you can't hear me cry. Tears fall down inside. Marionettes cry. Just look into their eyes. Watch me dance, I know you'll smile then. Yeah, gather all around. Watch this puppet man. Bet you can't hear me cry. Tears fall down inside. Marionettes cry. Just look into their eyes. My life is controlled by a string. Hands hold it tight, can't break free. The slightest movement moves me. This life is a circus, save me.
Seth Witcher in the building. Chillin With Julien, episode 8. Seth, you killed both of those songs. I appreciate you coming on to Chillin With Julien, episode 8, quarantine edition. I've learned so much about you, so much inspiration, so many gems, so many stories, trials, tribulations, but ultimately help you grow and bring you to who you are today. And I think that's super dope. And I'm grateful to have you on, and grateful for the viewers to have a chance to learn more about you and pick up on your story.
Thank you, man. The pleasure is all mine, for sure. Thank you so much, man.
Of course. Thank you guys for tuning in to Chillin With Julien, episode 8. Have a great day. Stay inspired. Peace.
Peace.